Welcome back to Factorio Seablock and TSM. This is actually just a moment after we finished. I discovered we have a deadlock here. And in the interest of full disclosure, I guess. Oh, my train's not there either. Where is my train? What's it doing? Maybe it's part of the deadlock. That's my train right there. What the hell is it doing? Trying to find a way around this guy. Alright, I'm going to have to run up there then. Which is a little tedious, but it's a different start. So what we are probably going to do is sort out the deadlock as something different. And then pause and resume properly when we're ready, because I normally at least have a bit of a look around and get ready with what I'm going to try to do. Maybe do a little bit off screen just so that we progress. But yeah, this one has thrown me for a little bit of a spin. I did always contemplate the fact, or consider that I needed to do something. You stop. Needed to add some signals, and I think that will actually be all that we really need to do to fix this deadlock. There's just too many trains trying to get into an area where there's at least one place where they're allowed to overlap. Or I mean, like for this, for example, is something of an issue. Okay. Yes, along here I have often wanted slightly more train capability. And you know what? I personally think I put that one signal in, that's probably enough. We're not done yet. Let's just see. It may not have been. No, it's not quite. All right. We'll add some more in up here then. Okay, coming in here, it should be a chain signal. Chain there, chain there. It should be one of those, and we should have at least another one. Oh look, idiot's getting excited. Now let's have a look. That one's moved off. Are you pulling in? I assume you are. Yep. And yeah, we're on very many fewer trains up here now, so I think it's a fairly safe bet that we have resolved the situation. We've improved throughput up here anyway, just with a handful of signals. There's probably many other places we need that, but so be it. At least it is better here. And yes, I'm going to imagine that there's a lot of places that are very thirsty at the moment for resources. Yes, this one is probably particularly thirsty. So this could prove taxing on our carbon. Charcoal. Oh. Yeah, this might jam because of the inability to get rid of mineralized water, but I imagine that carbon is going to get sucked away soon. As the full demand hits these places. What have you got? 13k. What have you got? You have 11k. So actually neither of you are particularly thirsty, but and you've got tons of sludge, so you're expecting trains to come clearing that. Well then, I don't know. Still probably don't have enough oxygen coming in. Power is much higher. Another one trying to produce some oxygen. I don't really want to do anything about it, to be perfectly honest. Hoping it's just going to take care of itself. I do want to speed up some of these inserters though. Anyway, that's 8 minutes of just fixing one issue. We'll start the episode properly in a bit, and I'll see you then. So, we're resuming from that intermission. It's good to do a few different things every now and then. There's quite a few things really that we need to do on our ticket right now, not least of which is this, which already has 24,000 iron ore, which we haven't dealt with. Maybe I should actually just quickly sort that one out. The only issue with it is that we need a mechanism to unload the train again. Mind you, fast stack filter. It's basically exactly the same as the mechanism we've used before, where this one will pick up the red wire connection from up there, but instead of whitelist, it's blacklist. Set filters. And then we're simply we may as well do it like this. Actually, that's nonsense. It's not going to work. I don't think you ever do anything. So I guess what we can do is something like this, where you will finally get to do something occasionally. And, I mean, in fairness, this is actually another... Look, I've almost filled this up already. Hang on, I had like 2 spaces there. How do I end up with this thing? Oh, it's created a copper cable, that's right. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's change this to iron ore, which is one of these ones, isn't it? There it is, iron ore. Less than 16k, change P to Q. We've had copper taken at least 5 or 6 times in this period. So that just goes to show you, really. And from there to there. What are we doing? Trains on the way. Yeah, that's good, I think. So if trains on the way is less than Q, then order me... I've forgotten actually what we're using for the empty trains for iron. Looks like we're using these specialized symbols for them, so we'll have to continue to do that. They'll be in here. Trains on the way. I think it's that one. There it is. And we don't need to see it, so hide is in order. That one's already got a hide. And apparently there is none, which is probably true. So I didn't remember seeing a problem with iron ore. There it is there, so it doesn't need to come and get this one. So all good. All right. Now that we've sorted that out, that was easy. I do have some plans for our plastic. Plastic is by no means sorted. I mean, look at this. This is just insanity, utter insanity. Plastic dripping in. There are some better recipes for dealing with plastic. We'll get to them. There's other things that I want to get to today. The other things obviously being silver. In fact, I'm right here. Why don't I just run across to there? I probably have a heap of... What the hell am I doing with waste byproduct? You can go in there and... I thought I saw the other waste byproduct as well. Maybe I did not. Yes, I did. There we go. You go in there. Alright, I have been meaning for a while now to turn this into an actual path, but that required stone, and I don't seem to see any stone brick. I do have some, just not very much. I guess that's a start. Okay, so... here's our station that's been designed as... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another one of these. And what we want to do is it under tiles? Entities. I think it's question mark... Tile ghost. Tile ghost, yes. Tile ghost. Entity ghost. Item on ground. Item request. Tile ghost. I think that's what I want. So if I use that, it should get rid of some of these reasons. But the reason this keeps calling stuff is because it's checking what's actually in the ghost reader, not... It doesn't take into account, I guess, the other combinator. So if we get rid of all the tile ghosts, then at least the explosives won't be called. I don't really see any need for any of that. It's not actually in range though, so let's deal with what's in range. And we don't need that. And if we get rid of all of those, are we going to get anything else? I suspect not. I think we've probably dealt with it all at this point. Okay, that's great. Now, silver. Silver is gibbelite crystals, cretinium crystals, and bobmonium crystals. What we've got here will give us titanium, which is no good, of course. We're getting hybrid catalyst, which is good. We do need that. I think we're getting hybrid. Yes, here. We're getting hybrid catalyst, so that we still need that to happen. That part of things is fine. But gibbelite crystals, so we need hydrofluoric acid. This is based on different acids. This is assuming we need... where's the crystal parts here? Right. So this is assuming we need sulfuric acid and nitric acid. And I'm pretty sure we actually need none of those. We need hydrofluoric, hydrochloric, which I don't believe I've made anywhere yet. And, oh, we do need sulfuric. Okay, good. Bobmonium needs sulfuric. Right. So I've decided one thing. This bottom one is going to be bobmonium. You can change what you're doing to something completely different. We need bobmonium ore. What? No, something's not quite right. Hang on. So what's this? This is crystallizing to sapphirite ore. All right, okay. Crystallizing to bobmonium ore is what we want. Then this should be crushing bobmonium ore. The filter should have bobmonium in there. Crushed bobmonium. Then these should be doing bobmonium chunks. Bobmonium chunks. That is probably fine. And by the time we get through to here, we want bobmonium crystals. And I think we need all of that, right? Bobmonium crystals. Yes, bobmonium crystals. And that needs sulfuric acid. So that part is fine. The rest of it is definitely not fine. I think we'll start over here, the one that pretends it wants nitric acid. That one was the gibbelite. Hang on, which one is gibbelite? That's gibbelite. And this is gibbelite crushing. Oh, let's not copy when we want one close, one far. And this is the next part of the gibbelite, which needs fluoric or something. It creates a different wastewater to this wastewater. No, that's the wrong side. You can go back there. It's this side that there's a problem. Right. Right. And you guys over here, yeah, we need to have some words over this input and this input, because it just ain't gonna work. You need to be Jivolite crystals. Which needs this hydrofluoric acid. We probably don't need the sulfuric acid, but at this second I have no idea. So that's Jivolite, bobmonium, so this one has to be cretinium, of course. Of course. Cretinium ore. And cretinium crushing. And let's change this to cretinium. Is that the same symbol? Looks vaguely different, just very similar. Slightly brighter. Okay, the wastewater, again, we cannot be sure that that's the wastewater for these guys. And over here, pretty sure it doesn't use the sulfuric acid, it's something else. Yes, it's hydrochloric. And you guys are going to be changed to silver ore. So, if we can get the acids right, we're done. But I think we're probably a long way away from it. So, first of all, the wastewater that comes off you is what? You have fluoric wastewater. Okay, fluoric wastewater. I should probably do this here, maybe. Here. Usage. There is a few usages. I think that's the one that we need. Yeah, we don't want that. So we need this one, because I think we need the fluorite ore for the next step. But let's just check. Usage. Ferrous sludge. That is the one. Hydrofluoric acid. Fluorite ore. Oh, we do need the sulfuric acid. That's good, actually. I'm happy to see that there. I'm less happy to see this calcium sulfate. What else have we got? Hydrogen fluoride gas. I'll entertain this for a second. Acid gas. Okay. Yeah, not really going down that path. So this is what we need to do. This one is what we need to do. I don't mind an injection of sulfuric acid. 5 fluorite ore. Calcium sulfate. Interesting. You can go back round in a circle and make some more sulfuric acid, but you're also making lime. Calcium. We're probably gathering up calcium sulfate somewhere else as well. There always has to be something extra with Angel. He can't just have a nice closed system for you, can he? Alright, so what that means, I think, is we need to tell this that it's not doing that. It is doing something radically different. It's doing that. Oh, we lost our belt along here for some reason. Oh, we can always put that sort of thing back in. You are probably completely wrong then. This purified water, no, not nitric wastewater. Well, that's because of the formula here. What sort of wastewater is it again? It's fluoric wastewater, which I'm probably butchering the name of. Sulfuric, there we go. That one. Now we should be able to reconnect these. Hydrofluoric acid. Should be able to connect these ones back up as well. And I think we've got this part online. It's just, I'm not sure why this didn't all reconnect. I guess it didn't, so that's it. Never mind. Okay, that was easy. Now let's start looking down here. So you are producing sulfuric wastewater. That's fine, and you're just taking sulfuric acid, and we're processing that, and we're all happy about that. So we're fine with that. This is obviously wrong. It's not going to be sapphirite chunks. It's going to be bobmonium chunks. Over here, it's going to be cretinium chunks, gibbelite chunks. These are going to be cretinium chunks. Knew there was some cretinium chunk. Okay, this is going to be the harder one. So we need chloric wastewater. Hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen chloride gas. Sulfuric acid and salt. Sodium sulfate. That's kind of tidy for hydrogen chloride gas. We wouldn't be using that or that. Chlorine and hydrogen is probably something we can do maybe fairly easily. Maybe. Fairly sure we do this in other places, or have done this in other places. What do we do for chlorine? No, of course not. Salt. Saline water. Oh, that's right. This is how we get masses of sodium hydroxide. which actually isn't terrible. Brine electrolysis. That actually gives you more chlorine than hydrogen. Ten saline. That's a net negative on hydrogen. But good grief, that's so much more efficient here than here. 10 saline becomes 25 and 20, and we have no net hydrogen. We could just burn off a little bit of chlorine. So that's 20 for 1 versus 40 for 1. We're going to have an awful lot of sodium hydroxide this way. But I'm not sure that's a bad thing, actually. We do have a means to pick up more than one thing, so we can pick up the sodium hydroxide. Alright, I guess that's what we're doing then. Not that one. We are going to do this one. So we need to make saline water. Brine electrolysis. That's what we need to do. I guess I should pick up all of those, really. Oh. There's something over here as well. And what about in here? Yes. 2 in there as well. There you go. Got the lot. Okay. Brine electrolysis. Well. Give us some space. Give me a second to sort myself out. And my sound that I didn't have on, but it was quiet enough. I don't think it would have come through to be disturbing. So yeah, we're basically going to be doing something similar to this one, I think. That one? No, not that one. This one. But we'll have a different formula here. So I need a salination plant. Salination plant. I can make 1, I can make 2, except I can't make either. Double speed, do I need it? I don't know. I need a salination plant. I need a hydro plant. And then I need an electrolyzer 3. I don't think I have electrolyzer 3s ordered. I know I'm not even making the other things. So there's my electrolyzer 3. I thought I'd cured you of wanting to build stuff when everything is set to 0. Maybe it's because I have the other thing plugged in. Might just get rid of it and see if that fixes by getting rid of it. I might just do... No, not that. Let's do that. Yeah, actually, you're my ride back. Thanks for coming. Yeah, it's gone. Good. Okay, so salination plant. I may as well just make the 2. Salination plant, hydro plant, and the one that we actually are making. And then we should be getting very close to finalizing our ability to make the thing. Okay. In that case, what do we actually need? We're missing concrete brick. Let's go and get some concrete brick. Are you bringing me the specific... No, you're just filling me up with junk. How much more of that is there? Oh, there's tons. Okay, well, that's fine. Do we have... Yes, we do have that now, so I don't need to wait around for anything more from those guys. I may have to boost green circuits even more. Don't mention plastic, please. Okay. We decided we needed concrete brick. That's over here. Oh, I knew that was coming. So we don't have a current feed of what's it called? The slag. We don't have slag feeding into here, and therefore it's one of the requirements. That's not where the requirement comes in. I think it comes in... Is it in there? Yeah, slag. Needs slag in here. And slag used to come along here. That was a long time ago. We haven't had any slag coming in there for a long time. Because... Well, we let it stop coming, didn't we? And I knew it was going to be a problem sooner or later. And yes, it is a problem. Oh good, oxygen is back up to something reasonable. Slag. I want some slag. How do I get you back to where you were? That's where we need you, and you're up there. That shouldn't be too hard. Halfway there already. One yellow here. Now that should be working. Yes, we're getting a little bit of slag. Actually not all that much when it really comes down to it, but some is better than none. Right, I'll sort that out. I will have to go a little bit further for my concrete brick, unfortunately. That's enough for a salination plant 1. Now for a 2, oh, we need reinforced concrete brick. Do I even have reinforced concrete brick? Clay brick, stone, another way of making stone brick, okay. Where is the concrete brick? There it is. Reinforced concrete brick. Stone brick, steel plate, and concrete. How hard is that? There's stone brick, steel plate, concrete getting made in here and straight in there. It's not that hard, but I'm not going to do it just now. So we've got salination plant 1. We've got one of, we've got a 3, right? Haven't we? Thought we had. I might have to check on that. There's the salination plant. Oh no, we haven't got a hydro plant 3. We need to make one. So we are missing some stone brick and some iron. Okay. Alright, how did all this happen? This happened last episode. Okay, that's a 1. What are we missing? We are missing iron. No. There's a 2. Now what are we missing for 3? We're missing concrete brick and brass pipe. Should be enough, shouldn't it? So it's just stone brick then. Nah, hang on. Concrete brick. It's just concrete brick then. You probably need to go faster. How many do we need? We need another 7 or so. So 1 more manufacture and we should be done. How are we doing? Hard to tell. There we go, hydro plant 3. Okay, so that should be salination to electrolysis. Saline water comes from water in the salination plant. You get the saline water. Back. We're trying to get to this one. So then this one, does that mean I need a second electrolyzer. So the saline water came from water treatment. So I should have a salination plant to get to the saline water. Then an electrolyzer to get to this stuff. Then chem plant, right, to get to hydrogen chloride. Can do a chem plant too. Hydrogen chloride. Then from hydrogen chloride, we want hydrogen chloride to hydrochloric acid, which is another chem plant. And that's it, except maybe I wanted chem plant 3s, which would have needed some brass. Are you brass? You're brass. Okay. Okay, we're making them now. And how's my pipe collection? It looks pretty good. Alright. Do I need some big tanks? I don't know that I've done anything for the reprocessing of the spent. This is not going to be sulfuric wastewater. This is going to be off critinium, not that one. The chloric wastewater. So I don't know if I've done this, so I need another hydro plant maybe. Just to be on the safe side, let's make another hydro plant 3. Okay, that's more iron. Ooh, we have completed all the tech that we had. And what do you need? You need more concrete bricks. Oh dear. That's not going to have filled out yet, is it? No, but it is getting better. Also aluminium plate. Aluminium plate. I think one of these is... Or did I fix it? Yeah, this one's pointless though. What else? Advanced circuits, of course. Seems to be more than one thing here that's going to need tweaking when we get the chance or the need. It's not just our plastic production. But on the other hand, we're actually getting through the science, so I'm pleased about that. There you go, another one of those. Let's go to science then. see, we're not very far away from these ones. These aren't even things that we specially need, but we may as well just do. Artillery. Seems like early artillery. Oh well, good-o. Maybe that'll even be useful. Alright. So, do I need some petrochem tanks? Possibly. I tell you what, well, let's just go back to silver, see what we can do about... oops, we've come too far. See what we can do about getting silver online. It'll probably end up having to be next episode before we can process it. Into actual, like, silver plates, I guess. Aha. Just stay here. So, we're going to need one of these things. Which is going to reprocess chloric wastewater. Okay. That needs to carry on. This here is incorrect. Chloric wastewater. Okay, so do I keep going? Yeah, maybe. Oh. Right, there you go, chloric wastewater. You're making actual sodium chloride, wow. Saline, one of these is saline wastewater, isn't it? Mineralized water. Saline water, there you go. This one here is saline water. How much is, oh, there's none in there yet. Saline water, and the other one is purified water, which we may well just end up using in our next process anyway. So we want to make hydrochloric acid. hydrochloric acid. There you go. We need the purified water already. So your inputs are hydrogen chloride gas coming off another chemical plant. That one. So we need hydrogen and we need chlorine, which we get from, what was it exactly? Was that the electrolysis machine? I think so. Sure, we have. No, that's we don't have hydro plants. I meant to get the electrolysis 3 machine. That's what I meant to get. One of them. Because that's what we need, right? To get this stuff. We basically have a salination plant. Making saline water. Which actually, since that's saline water, we might use that in preference to this. And then we have our hydro plant. Oh, I thought I made another one of those. Maybe I did not. Hydro plant 3. Come on, come on. So this one takes the saline water. And we'll do the brine electrolysis, so there'll be some chlorine that we probably need to flare off. Is that a flare? Good, we have a flare. Since the hydrogen chloride gas is basically even quantities of hydrogen and chlorine, that's awkward, isn't it? This is not actually what I was after at all. It's just the electrolyzer 3 that I needed there. Alright, fine. Oh, and you're blocked because I didn't go in. Well, I haven't marked this off properly, actually. Or have I? Yeah, I have. I just haven't gone in far enough. Okay. Oh, yeah. So let's get our electrolyzer 3. Let's get back. Let's get this thing operational. Get some silver underway. Then maybe next episode we can start worrying about all the other deficiencies of our supply chain. Go on, bring me my electrolyzer 3, please. There it is. Going a bit further this time. How's our fuel? Oh, good. Tons. Even though we go all the way up to the top of the base, back round, and all the way back down again, this is still faster than running. Especially since this is a Mark II train. Because look, we're there already. It really didn't take long, did it? Manual. Okay. Electrolyzer 3. No, that's a liquefier. There you are. Ideally, go somewhere like there, and yeah, you can do that. Oh, you beautiful thing. Something actually works for me. And we need not a top-up valve, but an overflow valve. Into a flare stack to get rid of excess chlorine, plus does it matter where this goes? Probably not. This would probably be better. Now, you are taking in saline water, so and the saline water that comes out of this is a top-up valve only. Like so, and obviously you're going to need a pump. One of these ones. So that is the acid that we need. Now, how do we connect that up? Obviously, this line is not necessary because that's the line that actually supplies the sulfuric acid up here where we need it in this process. So, you don't really need to go like that, do you? We need a means of getting you to come out here, basically. This is messy. say the least. You could go like that. It doesn't really help when it's there, does it? Alright, what about if it's here? Okay. Getting somewhere. That is basically it. Okay. We haven't made any hydrochloric acid yet, because there's no purified water, because we haven't connected purified water up, have we? Nope. There we go. Now we've got some hydrochloric acid. Do we have sulfuric acid? No. Not yet. So, I can't help thinking that this is not going to make enough fluorite ore for this process. But we can't know that for sure just yet. Oh yeah, I probably need some of these things as well. No, not that. That one. That was fast. Yeah, these guys are not going to be able to process, or are they? Maybe they will. Yeah, so far. You need some actual sulfuric acid though. And I'm gonna guess sulfuric acid generally, oh, it's got some. O2. Oh, we just need some electrolyzers, maybe. Do I have any electrolyzers? Interesting, I have some slag on me. Can't see any. Okay. Electrolyzers. Are they in there? Can't remember where they're made anymore. No, rocket boosters, electrolyzer. Here we go. That seems to be fine so far. We have sulfuric acid. And this is going up, so it doesn't look like it needs to be seeded. How is it that you got to be round the wrong way? So you guys, you're waiting on hydrofluoric acid, which hasn't produced any because what reason? You're producing this output that is basically undesirable. In a word, it's undesirable, man. No one wants it. Let's see if we can add it to this line. So where's your acid? There it is. So we're making some of this stuff now. 1, 2, 3. Silver ore. You guys need to change. Not titanium, but silver. Not silicon. Silver. You need to change to silver. This will have to change. We need to add a few things in here. But guys, we've basically done it. That was a lot easier than any that have gone before. Thanks very much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next, where we will set up the processing at the main base for this. But yeah, we're basically cracked it. What is what's the hold up here? You are missing cretinium crystals because why are you missing cretinium? This one, what? This stuff is not, it's obviously not the correct stuff, or you're not getting purified. Well, you're not getting purified. You have got purified water. Chloric wastewater. Chloric wastewater. It's going into here. You have salt that needs to be gotten rid of. Okay. salt. And you obviously don't what? Chloric wastewater. Why are we not processing this? Saline water. What is the saline water not going? Am I missing a pipe there? I am missing a pipe there. That's a lot better. There's a lot of hydrogen in there. There's a lot of hydrogen chloride and a lot of hydrochloric acid. And these guys are finally making their critinium chunks, which are being turned into critinium crystals. And finally, this is back in action. Though I have my suspicions that this whole thing would work a lot better if that was just a yellow belt and that's it. Okay, sorry about that. We just had to get it right. It does look like things are working now. Wasn't that hard to bring it about. It was easier than I was expecting, to be honest, to be perfectly honest. And we're done. So thanks for joining me. Look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye for now.